The template, curse, or necessary evil. From linguistic or thought cliches to the cultural model and Weltanschauung, people have operated with patterns from the making of the first cosmogonic myths. For societies in formation, consolidating values cannot be done without molding a model. This model follows the dialectical triad of thesis, antithesis, synthesis, so a period of affirmation and consolidation followed by one of decline and eventually the transition. Its structural overcoming in a new model. Antiquity, the Middle Ages, the modern age bear witness to these dialectical overrides, and here we are in the 21st century, a time of new syntheses, and I would say, even of a new paradigm. This paradigm is actually the anti-model or a-model. Gradually, mankind came to consciousness in many areas scientifically supported, namely, that of the non-necessity of a canon starting from a valid structure or idea. In order to establish social, ideological, religious systems, in particular, we went on the isolation and exaltation of central values, repetitively, on the synchronous and diachronic coordinates at both regional and geopolitical level. In this sense, the template becomes a necessary evil, and any social model experimented so far confirms it. The most resistant being the religious model molded on economic, social, political. We become slender or large to fit the patterns. We copy the form and the content only out of conservation instinct, out of political correctness. We do not make a distinct note just for fear of becoming conspicuous. Today, we are aware of the fact that we have mimicked a thinking bound in traditions that have expired a long time ago. We rebel, and that is all we do, not thinking originally, which unchains. Today, we are at least aware that the pattern is a curse in terms of renewal, change that we want now and here, as if almost all the sand in the hourglass has trickled. The neoliberal era, the market economy era, the globalization era, is actually a time when the world no longer has a center, a Rome, a Jerusalem, a Vatican, a Constantinople. It is a ubiquity of the center of gravity. An example is the miracle of the Persian Gulf countries in which prosperity emerged as a mirage in the desert with oil, making Bedouin tribes of yesterday compete with the United States in wealth and influence. Another example is China. From an agrarian society in the 40s to flirting with a market economy today, brilliantly conquering industrialization in the 80s and 90s. Today we counter the template with innovation, improvisation, the experiment on the go. Education and training also follow this course. The digital world offers us other forms of learning. We are scientifically legitimate. We have truths, not truth, multiple solutions, open systems. The new generations do not resemble us because they adapt differently. They operate with our templates differently. They no longer worship the model. As the model itself has such a short lifespan that no one consecrates it anymore but rejects it. Learning to think original, either anti-model or a-model, is one of the unwritten requirements of a job interview. Are there today any more patterns in thinking or speaking, you will ask? I would say, every step of the way. We are not emancipated from them as officially and culturally the template has not been repealed. It's just driven by the economy on the dusty shelf of history. We are still culturally nourished by it. For this time, obviously, the template is no longer badly needed, but a curse. We therefore need culturally a flexible paradigm for this millennium that will receive new data without suffering significant ruptures. The paradigm shift that I foresee will take place at a scientific level, of abstraction. It is no longer dug in granite as before on the banks of the Nile. The pyramids, the statues from Easter Island, the Chinese Wall, are cultural heritage from other eras. Now is the time for the free flight of the imagination to new frontiers of knowledge, and the knowledge of the truth is the only one that is continuous, not once and for all.